So glad you could make it to another edition of Elon University Student Television's One-on-One Sports. I'm Eric Kendall.
And I'm Christian Binder. We've got plenty of hot topics today, including new favorites in college football, playoff baseball, and some questions from the fans.
Stay right there because we have all that and more served up fresh coming up next.
Earlier this week, the New England Patriots traded Randy Moss back to his original team, the Minnesota Vikings. Eric, is he the key for the Vikes to win the NFC North?
Well, he's not the key to them winning the division. He's the key to making them a better team overall. We were talking earlier when Sidney Rice comes back on the other side of the ball, it could be a very dangerous team. That's what, like week 9, week 10? We're not quite sure. I think it's going to be very tough for them to pull out the division. The Bears are back, at least defensively. We'll see what happens with Cutler. And Green Bay, we've known Green Bay has been good. They have some injuries to get over, but I just don't see Minnesota.
In terms of them winning the division, is Randy Moss the key? No, it's Brett Favre. Brett Favre is the guy who's got to lead this team. They had to bring him, physically send people to go get him from his home. And quite frankly, he does not sound like he cares. And listening to him to practices and press conferences, I mean, the guy just doesn't seem to.
You think the guy doesn't care? You think Brett Favre doesn't care?
He just doesn't have it in him anymore. And Brett Favre, get your head in the game if you want to win.
Did you watch the game last night? Did you see how excited Brett Favre was when he scored these touchdowns?
Yeah, and did you see how dejected he was in the first half?
That's called the glory of winning and the agony of defeat. That happens to athletes who care.
Listen to him talk, though. He just doesn't have the heart in it anymore.
Listen to him talk. I mean, of course he cares. He came back from retirement. Well, why would he, if he wasn't caring, why wouldn't he be on his porch in Mississippi?
Because he's getting extra money this year. That's why.
I don't know about that, Christian. Well, it's October, and for all you sports fans, that means one thing. Hockey season is back, baby! For the first time in 49 years, the Chicago Blackhawks are the defending champs. But, Christian, who is your early season pick to win it all in the NHL?
Yeah, we're talking very early season. We've only got 3 games under our belt thus far, and no team's really made a huge statement coming out. But I got to go with the Pittsburgh Penguins, and I know it's a very easy pick. But look, they're a great team. When you have Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkin on that team, 2 really prolific players, and later on in the season they'll get Jordan Staal back from injury. I mean, those 3 lines are going to be so difficult to beat. And Marc-Andre Fleury did not have the best season last year, but this guy's been to the Stanley Cup. He knows he'll win.
Yeah, you're right. The Penguins could be, a big-time contender, as they always are. They have the star power. They have decent goaltending. I'm going with the New Jersey Devils. I like what they did. They signed up Kovalchuk for forever. Ilya Kovalchuk is now a Devil until he's like 40-something. Zach Parise, one of the stars in U.S. hockey for the Olympics, he's on that team. You also got Patrick Elias. They're going to score points. The key is Martin Brodeur, who's he's the most storied goalie. He's got the all-time wins record. He's 38. That's the key. Can he really keep it up? He might be over the edge. Hockey players play a long time, but Martin Brodeur, we'll see if he can do it
right,
this year.
And I think what it's going to come down to, really, it's going to be a team out of the East. I mean, Chicago won last year. But
you don't think Chicago could do it again?
No, they lost half their roster. No way. No way.
But they got the stars. They got Kane, and they got Toews.
No?
Okay.
No. October also means that baseball season is coming to an end. In the offseason, players, umpires in the league are going to meet to discuss instant replay. Are we about to see a monumental change in Major League Baseball?
I don't know how monumental it will be. There's obviously going to be a change. If people are meeting in a room with closed doors, something's being I don't think they're going to come out of it and not have anything done.
Right.
If something's happening, I don't think they'll ever cross the line of balls and strikes or safe and out.
Yeah, they just can't.
They can't do that. So obviously you can challenge the home runs now as far as the parameters of the ballpark.
Right.
I think as far as catches, when you trap a ball, they'll be able to challenge that from now on. I think there will be some changes. It's not huge, monumental changes.
I would be in favor of an NFL-style replay system where managers get 2 challenges and then they're done for the game, because that'll keep the pace of the game, and we'll still have.
I don't know. Baseball's long already. I mean, especially for a guy like me, baseball's pretty long already. Have a guy go into the booth. That probably won't do. The coaches poll this week has been a surprise. Three of the top 10 teams are from outside the Big Six BCS conferences. You have Utah, you have Boise State, and you have TCU. But Christian, with these teams being in the top 10, is that good for college football, overall?
I love it. I love not having the same 5 or 6 teams dominating year in and year out. And I'm tired of people not giving these teams their due. They're good teams. Boise State, TCU, and Utah. Great teams.
They're great teams. I'm going to cut you off. They're great teams, and obviously I'll give them credit. They deserve to be there, but it's not good for college football. You're telling me it would be better for them to be in there rather than Notre Dame, Tennessee, USC. Those teams, the big teams with the big fan following, are the teams that will be up there and be better for the sport.
On to the NBA, where the preseason is just getting underway, and the crop of young talent is only getting better. Eric, who will be the best point guard in the league this year? Will it be a veteran or a new up-and-comer?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. It's Mario Chalmers out of Miami. Yeah, he may distribute the ball a little bit. He may get a couple shots off. He will have a better season, but he's obviously not the best. Derrick Rose has a bunch of more weapons. He's a freak athlete. We know that. I don't know if he's in that class of the Chris Pauls, but
Rajon Rondos.
Rajon Rondo maybe. He can definitely shoot better than Rajon Rondo already. I like Derrick Rose.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say Russell Westbrook, and I am high on this Oklahoma City Thunder team because last year
that's like me saying Mario Chalmers.
They gave the Lakers a great one. Look, they have Russell Westbrook averaged 16, 8, and 5 last year. And this Thunder team is only getting better.
So you're telling me you're taking him over Chris Paul, over Deron Williams. You're taking him over those guys?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. We're going to take a quick break. But when we come back, our experts will tell you who their new Heisman frontrunners are and why Alabama is not out of the national championship picture quite yet. Stick around.